again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I'm coming back at you with a wargaming and miniature video. In this video, we're going to continue on with an update for my Waterloo project. As you know, I'm painting a lot of British and French and Allied 28mm miniatures. I'm got orders coming in, and I'm flags and all that. Okay. Last night I was finalizing my regiment. I had a and it's off camera right here, but I'll show it to you. They're still actually drawing onto the base. So but the point is, last night I realized something that made me deviate, and I wanted to bring this up because it was eating at me. So I said, you know what, I'm going to share it with everybody. Okay. My plan was, let me bring this up. I've got it'll be on this side. I've got a few plates of uniforms of various regiments, and I was going to do the 108th. Here we go. Let's bring that up. Boom, right there. Okay, so this is the 108th, and now the 108th has the musicians wear green. Okay, so I said, okay, no problem. So I paint the miniatures that I have. I was going to do all 3 battalions, right? I was going to do 1st, 2nd, and 3rd battalion. But going through painting the models, only one of the musicians is not wearing a greatcoat, right? So I painted him green. Okay, I would have painted the other 2 green, thinking that I was going to do 1st, 2nd, and 3rd battalion. Okay, now as you may or may not know, only the 1st battalion carries the eagle. So here, let me take a look. Let's go to battalion staff. Boom. Okay, you can see this eagle up here, right, on the top of the flag. That is only the 1st battalion. Normally, and the regimental flag. Normally, the 2nd and 3rd battalions only have guidons. Okay, so let's take a look at, let's back up. We go to the 108th Infantry Regiment. Let's hit the 2nd Battalion. I hope, I don't know if this is true, but I hope these plates represent this. I didn't look. Battalion staff, they do. Look at that, not an eagle, right? And that's normal, that's correct. So only the 1st battalion of any regiment has an eagle standard. And this battalion would have been like a white guidon. Now it might have some writing on it or what have you. I mean, this plate doesn't show any of that, but different flag companies will have guidons that are accurate or appropriate. And like normally, if the 2nd battalion would be white and 3rd battalion would be red, I think. 3rd battalion, let's see. Look at that, red. Okay, so that's what I was planning on doing. I was planning on putting the 108th flag on the 1st battalion. I was planning on putting the 2nd and 3rd battalion guidons on their proper stands, until I realized when I started painting all these models, when all 3 of my standard bearers have the eagle. Okay, this is the start of the issue. All 3 of them, 2nd and 3rd battalion, all had eagles. So I figured, okay, I could snip it off. I could put a spearhead on the top, or I could get some of my metal spears that I have and replace them with metal spears. But then I would have to drill out the hands to put the metal in, because they're molded plastic. So I'd have to drill them out and put this. And I said, nope, I'm just going to use them as eagles. I said, F it. I'm just going to make them 3 different 1st battalions. Hell with it. Okay. So then I went through and said, okay, which battalions are going to have the same uniforms. Luckily, only the 1st battalion, only one battalion had the green musician, right? The green uniform. And luckily, the other 2 battalions, the musicians, were wearing greatcoats. So I didn't have to worry. I said, okay, they could be any battalion because they're in greatcoats. They're in greatcoats. Okay. So then I went through and said, okay, what are some of the differences on some of the other regiments, right? Well, here we go. The Voltigeurs, the 108th Voltigeurs, all have solid yellow pom-poms, green epaulets, yellow trim. Okay, so so looking at the uniforms, I was going to try to find a couple of other regiments, 1st battalions, that had similar pom-pom styles. Well, I went through every single other pom-pom in every other regiment, and they just don't have a solid yellow. It's always a variation of either reds or yellows or greens or what have you. So I went through and I figured that the closest I could find, and it fits in also with the flags that I had, which is important. So I found the 72nd. Okay, one of them is the 72nd, and I looked at the 1st battalion of the 72nd. Went to the Voltigeurs, and you can see it is yellow and green, but most importantly, the epaulets were all green. Because see, I had already painted for the 108th, and I figured, okay, the easiest way to convert these guys would be just to add a little green to their the bottom of their pom-poms. So I had to do that. So I had to whip out some paint, painted the 72nd, but that's only one battalion. So now I said, okay, where's another battalion? I went all the way back to the 3rd Line Regiment. And what did I find? The same thing. Okay, so crisis averted. All I had to do was take the pom-poms on 2 of the battalions and add a little green to them. And I said, okay, good. Now I have 3 battalions with the proper, eagles, the flags, yeah, and trench coats and all that stuff. Okay, so now let me kind of show you what I'm talking about here. I'm going to pull them up for the camera. I know they might still be drying. Okay, so this is the 72nd. Pull out those Voltigeurs. Okay, so, and I don't know if where's the camera? I don't even know if it's going to focus very well. Whoops, okay. But you can see I added behind. Yeah, that might be better. The lighting. Got lights. I don't know, but either way. Can you see the pom-poms? Is that even something you can see with the lighting? I added the green on the bottom of the pom-poms. There we go. And I did that with all 3, or with 2 of the battalions, which allowed me to use the regimental flags for, like, this is the 3rd line, but you can see it's got an eagle, right? So I had to, I could have cut this and changed it out, but it's molded in his hands, and I didn't want to have to drill. That wouldn't have been too terribly hard, but I figured if I already have the standard bearer, why waste it? That's what I was thinking. Now, that's a Victrix model, and I noticed that Victrix standards are like super fragile. So, yeah, that's Victrix. So it's going to be super. There's a chance it could break. If it ever does, well, then I guess I'll be drilling. All right, guys, and you can see that they're still on their wood, so I still have to let them dry before I start flocking the base and all that. All right, that's really all I wanted to share with you guys. Just wanted to kind of give you a heads up, let you know that I'm still churning away at these things. I just stumbled upon this little quandary, this little issue that when I was setting up my regiment to paint, it didn't dawn on me that I shouldn't have eagles in the 2nd and 3rd Battalion. So if you're out there painting and you're trying to figure out or you didn't realize the same thing that I realized, then hopefully this helps you out. If not, just enjoy it. We're going to after these guys, I got some painting to do for the store because as you know, I sell on eBay. I have an eBay store there called Wargaming in Miniature, and I sell a lot of figures there. I'm getting ready to paint some Soviets, but after that, I'm not gonna paint those. I might paint some French Cav, some chasseurs maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Or probably artillery. Okay, I already know. I got to paint some French artillery. All right, I'll see you next time.